Some of y'all got a whole gym in your house and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you willing to pay, because you work hard, you make money, you got the money to give away. But that's not what the cost is. The cost is your time. The cost is your effort. The cost is your energy. What's up, Fit Fam? Welcome back to the channel, man, where we discuss all things health, wellness, fitness, lifestyle, and longevity related, man. So what's our topic for today? And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to address this topic because it's a hurdle for many of us. But a lot of times, like, we don't think about, like, we get on autopilot, so we don't put critical thought into stuff and try to figure out why things aren't working out the way that we intended for them to. Because I think pretty much every person has something in their life that's not working out the way they intended for it to. You know what I'm saying? Or some goal that you fell short of. You know what I'm saying? Some accomplishment that you have not achieved. You know what I'm saying? And it could be like even down to your relationships. Like this message has a plethora of applications. You know what I'm saying? I break out the big words sometimes, man. I break out the big words. Plethora. Some of y'all might have to look that up. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. Anyway, man, today we're talking about willingness versus want to. You know what I'm saying? Because these things go hand in hand. These things very much go hand in hand, right? So, for example, an easy one is like, I hear people saying all the time, like, hey, man, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. You'll see kids in high school or, you ask them what they want to do with their life. You know, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. Well, obviously they're kids, so they don't know any better. but they don't realize it's going to take you 8 to 10, 12 extra years maybe sometimes to accomplish that goal. Of extra years of school to accomplish that goal. It's going to take, you know what I'm saying, exams that drive people crazy. People have literally killed themselves over some of these exams, over not passing some of these exams. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is not to be played with. You know what I'm saying? So, you want to. Yeah, that's great. That's great. But what are you willing to do? What stress are you willing to place yourself under to accomplish that task? You know what I'm saying? Like, what work are you willing to put in to accomplish that goal? And so when it comes to fitness, I think you can ask any trainer and they'll tell you that they spend a lot of time listening to people we spend a lot of time listening to people tell us what they want from us. I want biceps. Like they ordering off a menu. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a big old menu written on our forehead. I want booty. I want a thigh gap. I want a flat tummy. You know what I'm saying? I want to lose all my waist. I want to lose all this weight, but I want to keep my booty. You know what I'm saying? Like we could just order it up, dial it up on a keypad, and then click a cash register, and it magically happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what people really expect of us as trainers. People come in there asking for stuff. And do not get it twisted. Your willingness to pay for it is not your willingness to accomplish it. Oh, well, I paid for it. I'll pay. I get this all the time. People are dealing with meal plans and dieting and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'll pay extra. But then when you're like, hey, I need you to give up some of this processed food. I need you to actually go in your kitchen and prepare a meal. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't have time for that. I'm too stressed. I work too much. I can't do that. You're not willing to. And no matter how much money you give away, how much money you invest into it, it's not going to give a return of fat off your behind. And I'm just being straight up. It's not going to be a pound lost. You're not going to lose a pound, because let me tell you something. A check or a Cash App transaction or a Zelle transaction or even cash. You could hand over a wad of cash. A wad of cash don't weigh that much. So that money you hand over ain't going to lose 1 pound off your behind. All you're doing is trying to pay somebody to tell you what to do. The gist of it is you're paying somebody to tell you what to do to accomplish that. The end. But what people try to do to circumvent that process is to keep paying money, but hold on to all your vices and keep paying money for somebody to tell you how to keep your vices and still make the progress that they want. Because you're misaligned. What you want does not match what you're willing to do to accomplish that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be more balanced, man. You got to be willing to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are willing to buy. If people weren't willing to buy unless they were willing to put in the effort, then we wouldn't have billions of dollars of fitness equipment industry that people buy. Pelotons and expensive treadmills, $2,000-$3,000. You know, you spending $2,500 on a Peloton by the time you get the mat and the pedals and all. I did that in my house and we didn't even use it. So I'm preaching to the choir, man. You know what I'm saying? Pelotons and treadmills and all kind of stuff. Some of y'all got a whole gym in your house and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you willing to pay, because you work hard, you make money, you got the money to give away. But that's not what the cost is. The cost is your time. The cost is your effort. The cost is your energy. You know what I'm saying? The cost is your sleep sometimes. Like, the cost is you having to be disciplined. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want none of that. The cost is you might have to be disciplined. You might have to go to bed on time so that you can get up early and work out before your kids get up. Oh, nah, I can't do that. I'm too stressed. I got too much work. I can't do that. Okay, well then you're not willing. You know what I'm saying? I got people, they got kid stuff all day. Like, kids, wake up in the morning, you gotta take your kids to school. You get off from work, you gotta go pick your kids up from school. Then you gotta take them to ball practice. And then you gotta go home and feed them. It's all day, kids. These people work out at lunchtime. I'm actually headed there now. People work out on their lunch break. They sacrifice their lunch break so they can work out. Why? Because they're willing. They're willing. Their willingness matches their want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you're willing to do. You got to stop. The first thing you got to do when you talk about something that you want is okay, matter of fact, y'all do this. Get you a pen and paper out, write it down in one column. What do I want to do? What do I want to accomplish? Long-term goals, or just fitness-related goals. What do I want to accomplish? Okay, write it down. That don't mean jack, nothing. It means nothing at all. Now, if you want it to mean something, draw a line down the middle of the page, or halfway, however you wrote it, just draw a line. Now on the other side, put down, what am I willing to do? That means everything. What am I willing to do to accomplish that goal? Because every goal that's worth something is going to cost you time, it's going to cost you energy, it's likely going to cost you money, especially you talk about having somebody that can coach you through the process or tell you what to do. Pretty much everything. Everything costs money nowadays because everybody's trying to monetize every single thing. It doesn't matter what you want to accomplish. They say it's expensive outside, man. You go outside, it's expensive. It's expensive in your house. Amazon Prime made it expensive to sit in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even sit in your house and not spend money. So I'm just trying to get y'all to understand, man. You could talk all day. And trainers, we spend hours and hours listening to people tell us what they want to accomplish, what they want to do, what they want, what, this what I want, this what I want. And every time, almost 100% of the time, there might be an exception here and there. The people that spend the most time telling you what they want to do, what they want to accomplish, what they want, and they'll convince you, oh, I got to get ready for this wedding. I got to get ready for this family reunion. I got to, you know what I'm saying, my doctor told me I need to do something because otherwise I'm a serious health risk. The people that spend the most time telling you their sob story are the ones are gonna show up somewhere between 0 and 2 days. Maybe you might get an outlier that lasts for like 2-3 weeks to a month. But most of the time, the people that spend the most time telling you their story are all talk. All talk, no action. All want to, no willingness. That's what we're faced with. So before, especially when you're talking about fitness, before you got to go first and allocate. You could set a goal first, right? You know what I'm saying? Set a goal that might give you a target. That's good. But the first order of action is not to say, hey, I'm just finna aimlessly go outside and run. If you don't have a plan, how much time am I willing to dedicate to this over time? You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to put the time in, you're wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's for health reasons. The American Heart Association recommends 2.5 hours of moderate intensity cardio per week. Minimum. Bottom line, minimum. 2.5 hours of moderate intensity cardio per week. That's like 20 minutes a day, 25 minutes a day. Start there. Or, you know, a couple days a week where you're doing an hour. You know what I'm saying? Maybe two days or 3 days a week where you're doing like 45 minutes or something. You know what I'm saying? You can cut it down, and so you're not having to, you know, put mind space and effort towards that and energy towards that every day. You can cut it down and just do longer sessions, but you have to be willing. And this means you might have to go to bed on time so that you can get up early enough to do it before your kids wake up. This might mean you have to take clothes to work and do some, you know, moderate intensity cardio on your lunch break. Or you have to find time. Talking about what you want and spending your time, wasting our time, telling us what you want to accomplish, how much you want it. How much you want it means absolutely jack squat. What are you willing to put in? What are you, I'm talking to you. What are you willing to do to make it happen? That's the only thing that matters. And I'm glad I had this conversation with myself right now. I'm glad I had this conversation with myself. Cause I'm done listening to people talk to me about what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what are you willing to do? How many hours are you willing to dedicate to it? All right? Do it. Pay for it. Do it. Invest in it. Do it first before you go telling everybody about what you want to do. I need to lose weight. I see people posting this on Facebook. I need to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want. And they'll be saying the same thing next year and the year after that and the year after that. And they'll be 5 pounds heavier, 10 pounds heavier. They'll be the same. Because all it is talk. All it is ponderings. I can sit here all day and think about things I want. You can spend all your life sitting around talking and thinking about things that you want. Everybody want everything. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always some more stuff to want. But what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? When are you going to put down the think pad and actually take some action? That's when you can take yourself seriously. When you're saying, okay, I'm going to commit 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day to you know, making this happen. And you'd be surprised what you can accomplish with 30 minutes a day. A lot of times we think we got to dedicate half our day to it. It ain't got to be that, man. 30 minutes, an hour, you know what I'm saying? And you can find an hour. Most of the time, we're wasting time. We're wasting time. So, you guys, the first step is being honest with yourself. The second step is allocating the time, like determining what you're willing to invest into what you want to accomplish. And then next, say, hey, where can I find some time? So first, acknowledge that you can acknowledge that you want to accomplish something. Second is find the time. Find it. Make it if you have to. Make the time. Everybody say, I ain't got time. That's not true. It's not true. You got time. There's very few people who just literally do not have the time. The 99% of us, you can find the time. You can make the time. Time that you spend binge watching Netflix. You can tell me about all the TV shows. You can say every latest song. You can do all this stuff. You can tell me everything that somebody posted on Facebook that you done reposted on Instagram and TikTok you spend hours watching. That could be time that you could spend developing yourself. But who am I to say? I'm just a messenger. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to give y'all I'm just here to tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? You can do it, but you got to put your mind to it, and having some accountability will help. So that's it, y'all. That's enough for y'all scolding for the day. That's fire and brimstone. That's y'all fire and brimstone for the day. Y'all get this. Y'all take this message. Y'all take it. Y'all take this preaching. Yeah. All right, man. I will holler at y'all in the next video. Peace out. Always repping. We repping.